Don't think anyone's home right now. Ducks just landed. Had no idea there was a person here and they freaked out. When I first found this structure, it was multiple rooms long, and they even had like a child's room with a bunch of stuffed animals in a child's bed. It's very sad. And then 2 years ago it flooded really bad and this was all underwater, and ever since then it's just been like 1 or 2 rooms. Still see some child's clothing though. That's like a little room in there. I'm not gonna crawl in there though. And then over here is some steps down to the water. Another little pathway. Used to be more cut down. And over here was a path into the child's room, or what I assume was the child's room. You can see how they've built up the walls with this vine. I made these 2 trees their entryway. Yeah, don't go in there, Clipper. Come on. And out here, let's see what it looks like from the outside. I think I had passed it several times years ago before I even realized it was here and that people had been living there. And go down here a little bit, and there was hidden rooms all along here. Went on for a long time. As you can see, it's all grown in now again. I think the back door was like over here. I think this was like a back entryway, or it might have been another room. Maybe it went over here further. All I know is it went pretty far, a lot further than I thought it had when I actually went inside and realized how cleared out it was. Maybe this was another entryway right here. It was sad to see, but also, like, you can tell they really, I don't know, cared about cleanliness and stuff, because it was very cleared out. The mud was very packed into like hard flooring. I think it went all the way over here, actually. Like I said, this was years ago. It's all overgrown and filled back in now. I never wanted to get photos or video from when it was actively being lived in, because I didn't know when they'd be home, or I didn't want them coming home and finding someone in their house, even though they were squatting or camping, or I don't know. It was sad, but also very interesting. And then there's like a long break along this path. And there is another similar home over here. You can see it's still kind of cleared out. I think this was like the entryway. And when I went down there, there was also stairs down to the water. Kind of see some of the room right here. The path that goes down to the water. Nice and cleared out. And again, it was like really packed dirt. Very hard. And kept clean. They had a broom. You could tell they had been sweeping it. There were sweeping marks. I think that was another little area down to the river. And now it's been turned into a game trail of sorts. And then it was a little bit further down, there was another kind of home over here. Kind of still cleaned out right here, in fact. No one lives here right now. As you can see, it's very grown back in. This was probably the biggest, the widest living area. I don't know if it was one family or multiple families. Like I said, I kind of, once I realized it was here, I left them alone. I didn't come back here very much because I didn't know. They might see me as a threat. I think I was going to report them. I didn't want to make them uncomfortable. The unhoused group that was living along this riverbank down here in Albuquerque's bosque. And out here they had like an eating area. They had like neatly contained areas of trash, cans, canned food, canned drinks. There was more living area down here. Hope my voice is coming up clear. I'm trying to talk loud, but not too loud. I don't know who else is out here with me. They had this bench, which is the only remnant. And over here, there was another like trash pile that they had been trying to keep nice and neat, and it wasn't scattered everywhere. Like I said, these people seem to care about cleanliness somewhat, despite living out here in the elements. I believe this was another little living area down in there. So for a long time I stayed away from this area because I didn't know who was living out here or why, and I didn't want to bother them. They haven't been here in a few years though, so I thought I'd come and film. This tree is gorgeous. It's been so long I forget exactly how long the living chambers went on for, but they went on for a long time. That's it. Little game trail down to the river. Porcupines, skunks, beavers. I've seen deer tracks. No, I've never seen deer. I've seen photos of badgers out here, but I've never seen a badger. Anyway, I just wanted to show you all some of the bosque and how one particular group of unhoused made the best of it. That's it for this video. Have a good day. I forgot how long those living areas went on for. Here's another one that was active around the time that the others were. This one hasn't filled in as much. I don't think it was active as long as the others were, because as you can see, they started a fire inside of it at some point. And everything burned. But you can also see steps down there. It built up that wall. Porcupine poop for you. Basically sawdust. Anyway, like I said, it wasn't as active as the others. And I can hear the water boat coming. See if we can get it on film. Nate's gonna be so jealous. He always hears these things and wishes he was on one. Here we go. I don't know, like 30, 60 minutes ago, they were going the other way. It's Albuquerque Fire and Rescue. I don't know if they patrol for smoke. But we hear them a lot, especially during the warmer season. They're out here going back and forth all the time. Have to look into that. Maybe they're patrolling for stuff. I don't know. Don't think they saw us though. They were going very, very fast. And Clipper says, "Come on, we gotta go." Very secure beaver den. It looks like right there's a slide that goes to another entrance, but there's no entrance right there. The only entrances were the ones I showed you that were over there and right there. Very secure. And there's something inside. It's wiggling around, making noise. So we're gonna get out of here and leave it alone. Cooper, stay up here.